All right, y'all. Come on out here. Let me talk to y'all a minute. Talk to y'all a minute. So I'm out here in Amazing Grace Garden, y'all. Gotta get some stuff done, okay? But I wanted to talk to y'all. All right, so y'all, by now y'all probably done saw where. Let me go on here. I'm gonna go over here in the screen in part because that sun is a little. So y'all probably already saw or is aware of. All right, y'all. So I think I finally got myself together. Okay. So all right. So I was reading this article about the banning of certain foods when it comes to SNAPs. SNAPs is EBT, okay, food stamps. All right. So they are trying to ban you from buying sodas and candy. Okay. Now I know a couple years ago, I think around 2020, 2021 time or something, they was saying you couldn't buy sugar. I know back home in Mississippi where I'm from, I know there was a lot of things where people were saying that they wasn't processing bags of sugar on the EBT. I don't know how true that is because I don't get EBT. So I haven't tried it. I haven't been around somebody that tried to use it, okay? And the sun will go down. Ain't that something? But let's go ahead and finish. My camera battery saying it's about to die. Okay, so I guess that was a vote done on Monday, okay? And 48 votes was in favor for the ban on sodas and candy, okay? And 20 was against it. All right. And that was after the Senate made amendments to what is considered candy. Okay. Then it say there was measures that was put into play which made the votes go 25 in favor and 10 against, after there was, I guess, amendments done by the Senate of what is considered to be candy. Okay, so it says also that there was a Republican in Oklahoma, Republican representative, that is the one that was trying to introduce what they are calling the Healthy Snaps Act. Trying to get soft drinks, candy, ice cream, and prepared desserts as being something you can't buy with food stamps. Now, when I looked at the comments, a lot of people were saying, "Oh, that's control. They feel like that's control. You know, they should be able to buy." Well, let me tell you, the way they looking at it is, you shouldn't need the food stamps. That's the way they're looking at it. I didn't say that's the way I'm looking at it. I said that's the way they're. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all. There are some people that do not need the food stamps. They are having kids left and right and sitting up and do not want to work. And they are getting the food stamps. But there are people that are disabled. There are people that have medical conditions that needs those food stamps. And they are the ones that get less. They get less. But the people that's able-bodied are able. So if you ask me, it's not surprising. I just did a video. It's probably before this. I know prior to this one, where I was talking about how they don't want you to have the obesity drugs. They trying to cut you from being able to use your Medicare or your Medicaid insurance to get it. So it's only right that it was gonna come around to back this, where they trying to stop you from being able to buy certain stuff, because they telling you it's not healthy. They telling you that's one reason why they trying to cut the anti-obesity drug from people and let Medicaid and Medicare take care of it. So there's people that actually need those food stamps, and I feel like they should be the ones that's disabled and stuff. If they want to have sodas and all that type of stuff, I feel like they are entitled to have EBT in the first place. Because there's a lot of people that's not entitled. It's by choice. And the ones that really need it, now they gotta have certain things that they can even buy. It's a lot of elderly people need food stamps. that's done worked and did they time, and they can't live off in the little social security check because everything's so high. And then they still get $25, if that, of food stamps. But you got these people that's able-bodied to walk around, work, and all this, and they won't do it. You know why? Because they've been able to get approved for food stamps. They get TANF. They get their rent pretty much taken care of, paying $10 a month for rent. They get a house full of groceries with their food stamps. And they get Medicaid to go to the doctor. So, I mean, you ask me, why go to work? Those are the ones I feel like should be banned from buying certain stuff. Those right there. But the ones, alright y'all, my phone my battery had went down. Not phone, my camera battery had went down, y'all. So yeah, so like I was saying, I'm not gonna make this long. At the end of the day, you know, we're gonna have to prepare as much as possible. We're gonna have to prepare as much as possible, y'all. Do what we can to help ourselves, because things gonna change. Things already is changing. Things is gonna change even more. A lot of people talk about, oh, when 2020 comes, our norm. Well, how do you like this norm? How do you like the things that's going on now? How do you like this norm? How do you like it? Get used to it, because you don't know how long it's going to be around. This norm, where you can't buy what you want with food stamps. Okay? So, and let's talk about this. You can get food stamps all day, but the prices is going up on everything. You ain't even going to be able to get the amount of stuff that you used to get, because the food stamps ain't going to last long. Okay? It ain't not going to last long, because by the time you go in the store and get 5 items, it's $100. It's almost that now. But $100, and then they ain't going to last long. Nope. No, So I want to bring y'all that little bit of information. I know y'all gonna come and elaborate in the comments below. I'll be there to read them. God said the same. So, you know, give your honest opinion, tell how you feel, and yeah, try to prepare and do what we can, okay, much as possible. So with that being said, I'm gonna leave that with y'all. Prepare, pray, prepare. Pray first and prepare, okay? Prepare by getting the extra food and stuff that you may need, okay? So I'm gonna end it right there. I'll talk to y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Y'all be safe. Love y'all. Bye.